Hi, I'm Nicole. Press like and get ready to listen to my story. My parents and I lived in a trailer park. Let me give you a tour. That's our kitchen. That's, the living room. Well, and that's my room. Sort of. Okay, yeah, my family was very poor. By the way, see that shelf? That's not junk, but my dad's unfinished creations. He was an inventor. We used to live in a big house. At that time, my father was working with his best friend Harry to create a robotic lawnmower. They didn't have enough money to develop the first model, and Dad put our house up as collateral. We'll be filthy rich once we sell the patent. The patent did make a lot of money. However, Dad's friend got all of it. He lied and claimed he was the mower's only creator to steal all the glory. We lost our house and had to move into a trailer. I can't believe Harry would do that. I don't want to hear the name of that vile worm anymore. Dad was so devastated by his friend's betrayal that all his new attempts to invent something ended in failure. That was why we had a shelf full of unfulfilled hopes in the trailer. Living in poverty was no walk in the park. However, I didn't despair. I tried to study well so that I could go to college and get a high-paying job. And that's Vicky, the most popular, rich, and beautiful girl in my school. Do you have a classmate like that? Vicky was a little arrogant, and we lived in different worlds. But that didn't stop us from being best friends. I helped her with her studies, and she, helped me look nice. Nicole, what are you wearing? Here, take this. I've only worn this blouse once. Thank you, but this... I'm not taking no for an answer. I got used to such life. Everything changed when Finn and his family moved into the trailer next door. The guy looked like a troublemaker. I tried to be friendly anyway. Hi, I'm Nicole. We're going to be classmates. I could show you around. I don't need your help. Out of my way, girlie. Wow! His looks weren't deceiving. Finn was like a rotten, wormy apple on the inside. There really was something wrong with that guy. While I was preparing for tests at night, I often saw him go somewhere with a backpack full of spray paints through the window. That callous idiot also made Vicky cry with his rude jokes. I paid a small fortune for my new shampoo, but it was worth it. Look at how silky my hair is. You should have paid someone to knock some sense into your head, you rich dummy. What did you say? Are you hard of hearing? Ha! Pull the bills out of your ears then. Why are you talking to me like that? I can forgive a lot of things, but I wasn't about to let him hurt my friend. It made my blood boil, and I decided to put Finn in his place. Hey, jerk, we need to talk. Get lost, I'm busy. He smirked and left the school. Ugh, he wouldn't get off that easily. I clenched my fist and ran after him. I'd almost caught up to him when I saw Finn pull out a sandwich out of his backpack and hand it to a bum. I froze in surprise. Here you go, buddy. He gave his lunch away? That wasn't like him. I slowed down and decided to watch him a bit longer. Just imagine. Finn volunteered at a soup kitchen after that. I watched him through the window and couldn't believe my eyes. He was polite and friendly with everyone. It seemed there was a lot I didn't know about him. Then, I followed him to a rich neighborhood. What was he doing there? While I was watching him from around the corner, Finn took a spray paint out of his backpack and started to draw graffiti on the windows of a jewelry boutique. What the heck? Security guards immediately ran out of the store and chased him. Stop right there! Finn ran around the corner and our eyes met. You? Help me! Before I could say anything, Finn pushed me against the wall and kissed me. My knees went weak. The guards thought we were an ordinary couple and ran by us, so that was Finn's plan. I wanted to slap him when he finally stopped kissing me, but then I saw that he was red as a lobster. Sorry for this. Thanks for helping. I would have been in a world of trouble. Strangely enough, I wasn't mad at him anymore. On the contrary, I wanted to ask him about what I'd seen that day. We went home, and Finn told me a lot of interesting things. His family had gone bankrupt, and they were now traveling across the country in search of work for his parents. Finn had vowed to devote his life to fighting for the rights of the poor. He was an activist and a volunteer. Wow, he was like Robin Hood, if Robin Hood went to high school. I tried to help the poor and take revenge on the arrogant rich people like your friend. Vicky is nice, though. One day, you will take off your rose-colored glasses and see the truth. Finn said he used to have a lot of like-minded friends, but now he was alone. That was why he asked me to join him. I knew firsthand how hard living in poverty was. Besides, my opinion of Finn had completely changed. Okay, but I have 2 conditions. Let's hear them, girlie. First, don't call me that anymore. And second, we will only be doing volunteer work and won't harm anyone. Alright. Everything changed after that. We started to spend a lot of time together. We helped out in the soup kitchen, organized charity events, and volunteered in an animal shelter. I liked being helpful. And I also fell more and more in love with Finn by the day. One day, I found out that he liked me back. Can you imagine? Nicole, you're amazing. Will you be my girlfriend? Whee! I threw my hands around his neck and kissed him. Don't we look great together? However, life wasn't perfect. I spent so much time volunteering that I did not have the time to study and started doing worse at school. Vicky kept nagging me as well. Nicole, what is going on with you? Don't you see that narrow-minded jerk is a bad influence on you? Her words really hurt me, and I hoped Finn would comfort me. See? Vicky is only friends with you because you help her with homework, and she wants to look good next to you. That got me thinking. He was right. Vicky kept rubbing her wealth in my face. It was time to take off my rose-colored glasses. When my friend started lecturing me again, I told her everything I thought of her. Finn does not study himself and keeps distracting you as well. You're just mad that I stopped doing your homework for you. How can you say that? We're friends. Correction, we were friends. I stopped hanging out with Vicky and was grateful to Finn for helping me realize what she was really like. One day, I came back from school and saw my parents doing something weird. They were, dancing. Are you sick? Do you have a fever? Come here, honey. We have great news. That was an underestimation. Dad had created something amazing. A smart device that stopped food in the refrigerator from spoiling for quite some time. Wow. That device was definitely going to be popular in the era of excessive consumption. I've already signed a very lucrative contract. Our life is going to change soon. Dad was right. Soon enough, we moved from a cramped trailer to a huge mansion and even hired maids. Can you believe it? See for yourself. Oh my God! I should have brought a map with me so that I wouldn't get lost in this palace. My parents immediately transferred me to a private school for rich kids. It was one of the schools where students learned to ride horses in gym classes and wore uniforms with the school's coat of arms. My head was spinning from all the changes. However, there was a small problem. I couldn't tell Finn that we were now rich because I was afraid he would hate me. I had to, pretend to be poor. I told him my parents and I had moved to another neighborhood and that now I had to go to another school. Damn it, I know how much moving sucks. But it won't change anything. We'll still be able to see each other in the evenings. I brought my old worn clothes to school so that Finn would not suspect anything. After school, I quickly changed the bathroom and hurried to my boyfriend. Sid saw that once. Oh, have I told you about him yet? That narcissistic but handsome guy was my new classmate. I'd never met anyone as arrogant as him before. He thought that all the girls were in love with him. Ew. Which dumpster did you pull this outfit out of, new girl? That's none of your business. Scoff as much as you want. I know that you're crazy about me too. You know, I've been wondering, are you coming up with this nonsense yourself, or do you have a cheat sheet somewhere? He kept bothering me day after day. I couldn't even bear to hear his name. What I hated most was that everyone went easy on Sid. The teachers didn't say a word if he left the classroom in the middle of the class. And he did it often. It became harder and harder to hide our wealth from Finn by the day. I knew that I was deceiving someone dear to me and felt horrible about it. One day, he almost found out the truth. Finn was cycling around our neighborhood and happened to see me walk into our mansion. Nicole? What are you doing here? Oops, I had to improvise. I work part-time here. I snatched the rake from the gardener and started to sweep the leaves. Sorry, I'm busy. See you later. Finn squinted at me suspiciously and left. Phew, that was close. I had been so nervous that I'd forgotten to ask him what he was doing in that area. Soon, I found out that Dad was going to be awarded for his invention. All the rich people of the city were invited to the ceremony. I had to come and support Dad, so I lied to Finn again. I'm sorry, I'm sick, so we won't be able to see each other today. Okay, then I'll stay at home. Get well soon. Dad made a speech and said that he had another cool invention on the way. I was so proud of him. However, my mood was ruined when I saw Vicky among the guests. But of course, what would we do without our queen? Hi, Nicole. I'm glad that your family is doing well. She smiled sadly, and I suddenly realized how much I'd missed my friend. I didn't want to show weakness, so I turned around abruptly and ran into... Guess who? Sid! The punch from his glass spilled onto my dress. You stood close to me on purpose. If you were even a little less clumsy, you wouldn't have bumped into me. Say that again. We could have kept arguing for a long time, but I suddenly realized that someone in the hall was acting even louder than us. Wow, it was Dad and his sworn friend Harry. You bastard! Do you know how much my family had to go through because of you? You came here to steal my ideas, didn't you? Your inventions are only good for school fairs. Oh no! I hope they wouldn't fight. To my surprise, Sid suddenly stood between them and tried to calm them down. Dad, stop it! Don't embarrass yourself. What? Harry was his father? Now it was clear to me why he was such a cunning jerk. But that wasn't all. Like the evening wasn't ruined enough. The next second, Finn burst into the hall and doused all the guests with paint, screaming like a madman. Get it, rich people! While everyone was frozen with shock, I grabbed him by the elbow and dragged him outside. What the hell are you doing? We agreed not to harm anyone. Well, that's not my style. I kept messing with those rich bastards in secret. Dad explained why he'd come by my mansion. Wait, what are you doing here? I'd had enough of lying. I told Finn the truth and hoped he would understand, but he frowned disgustedly. I thought you were different. Stay away from me. The evening ended in disaster. Now, I hated Sid, and Finn hated me. Congrats, Nicole. You're completely alone. But the next day at school, Sid suddenly came up to me. Listen, I'm sorry for what my dad did to yours. Really? I don't want us to be like them. Let's be friends. He seemed sincere. I decided to give him a chance. Okay, as long as you don't spill punch on me again. We got to talking, and you know what? Sid turned out to be a good guy. He was doing great at school and wanted to become a scientist and not depend on his father anymore. I realized I was an idiot. I'd stopped studying because of Finn, and then because I'd become rich. What was I thinking? Long story short, it was time to change. Sid helped me improve my academic performance, and we became fast friends. He even suggested we work together on a science project. Let's go to your place after school today, okay? To my place? Well, alright. We sat in my room and wrote down the technical characteristics of our project. Well, I was sitting, and Sid kept stepping out. After he said that he needed to go to the bathroom and left once again, the doorbell rang. I opened the door and saw Finn. Hi, Nicole. Can we talk? To my own surprise, I decided to hear him out. Maybe I felt guilty. I'm sorry. I was wrong. I shouldn't have said all that. Can we start over? Actually, Sid is... Be careful. He seems suspicious. After all, Before Finn could finish, the door opened and Sid walked in. Oops. Is this a bad time? I'll be going then. See you tomorrow, Nicole. Wait, I'll walk you out. Sid put something in his pocket. As we reached the door, he looked at me strangely and left. What did it all mean? When I came back to my room, Finn was also in a hurry. I need to go too. See you later. Wait, you wanted to tell me something. Rain check. I don't want to distract you. What was wrong with them? It was such a strange day, but the real nightmare began in the evening. Who was in my study today? What happened? What are you talking about? Someone spilled water on my laptop. It's broken. And my notebook with the notes on my new invention is missing. If anyone finds it, they could steal your idea. Has anyone come over today? I had to tell Dad that Sid had come by. I remembered that he left the room several times and hidden something in his pocket. This is it! That boy must have been sent by his father. It made my blood boil. That traitor had pretended to be my friend to steal my dad's inventions. Ugh! We immediately rushed to their house. Fortunately, it wasn't Sid who opened the door, but his dad, or I would have killed him for sure. Harry, have you no shame? Forgive me, my friend. I was wrong. I shouldn't have done that all those years ago. That was unexpected. Sid's father said that they needed money for his son's expensive surgery, and that was why he'd make a deal with Conscience. Sid still wasn't completely well. It turned out that he had gone to the bathroom to take his meds at our house. Who had stolen my designs then? No, it couldn't be. Really? Finn? Dad? I had another guest. I know where he lives. We'll come back to this conversation later, Harry. Finn was at home and confessed everything right away. I stole the notebook and damaged the laptop too. What the hell, Finn? I trusted you. I wanted you to be poor again, just like me. When I heard about your father's new invention, I decided that was my chance. We took Dad's notebook and left. I didn't tell Finn that money didn't make a person good or bad. Finn wouldn't have understood it anyway. He kept fighting for the rights of the poor and moved to another city with his parents a month later. My family is doing great. Dad got a patent for another invention. He made up with Sid's father, and they're now working together. I made up with Vicky and started dating Sid. But most importantly, I realized that Finn's methods weren't right. Instead of studying and escaping poverty, he took revenge on those who were richer than him. Do you think what he did was wrong too? Tell us in the comments down below.